Oh boy.
Just to let you know.
If you want to change the subject.
Not really.
I'll turn that off.
Oh.
I'm just not educated enough about politics to have like a legit discussion, so I can't really. I don't want to talk about that on the internet.
No worries.
You don't need to know much about
So,
politics to know
so
how
just a
terrible Trump
reminder,
is.
our first segment is going to be X-Men Apocalypse, Star Wars, and new movies and shit.
When are we going to talk about the hullabaloo that's going down?
We are. That will be the first thing. And John, I'll
Yes.
let you kick things off since this is
Already.
your channel, my friend.
It is?
It is.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I'll turn that off.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, if you just want to do a brief introduction, then I'll play the trailer or the intro.
Okay, tell me one.
Now.
Oh, what up, guys? So what up, guys? It's wasting money one time, but it looks a little bit different, doesn't it? Or unless this is full screen, and then it's just me. Not really sure. But regardless, guys, we're going to have the Dorkening on today. That's why the video is so long, and that's why there's going to be a whole bunch of good-looking men pretty soon, and we'll talk about that in a second.
Hey y'all, Josh McDermott from The Walking Dead
Good
here.
looking
I
men.
play
Someone else needs
Eugene,
glasses. Jesus.
and this is the Dorkening. Trust me, I'm smarter than these guys.
Everyone on the show is going to need glasses.
Speak for yourself.
I am. That's why I said it.
Oh,
Good point, then. Yeah. Well, basically, a company out of Poland that you said they're like a TV, like television production company or something, right? They're basically claiming that they own our content for a particular video that's actually pretty old, and because of that, we were stopped from doing our regular live show. We can't broadcast live on our channel, and we can't do a show longer than 15 minutes on our channel, which is ridiculous because none of our shows are only 15 minutes. Um, so basically, there's a process that you had to agree to, and originally it said it was going to be like 6 months, right?
Uh,
I have a feeling you're not going to court. But the thing is, because we can't do our regular shows, great people like John over at Wasting Money One, and all the other people that are involved with our show, or not all, but a lot of the other people that are involved with our show are allowing us to broadcast on their channels until everything's settled, which I definitely appreciate because I was like, we have guests coming up on the Tuesday live show, and it's like, how are we going to do this? So we definitely appreciate it. Thank you very much, John, and
yeah.
I mean, I mean, I don't know. It's something that we've been doing for a while now, and I don't understand why they just singled us out. It's not like we have a billion followers, so I don't know. It's just weird. And if you watch the video, Leo posted the video up on it's on Vimeo, and there's nothing in it. Like we don't play any clips. We don't. There's nothing in it. We just have a discussion about these things, and that's it. So apparently they own that.
maybe
Yeah.
one of us look like one of the Poland guys that
Yeah.
work.
Mm.
I don't think. I think it's
Yeah.
more likely the first one.
Very much so. Yeah.
Yeah, some
That
of us
guy.
aren't talking, so that might be why.
Well, it could be me.
Fix the audio.
He was
I'm seeing.
talking
Yeah,
this
I'm
whole
seeing audio is bad.
I'm hearing everybody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you guys on mute, and I'm gonna go to the link and take a listen.
Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah.
Very nice.
And the computer melts down.
When he comes back, everybody sounds like the adults in Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah, wah.
Star Wars.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is that relevant
got-
right now?
Never heard of it.
Well, I got my tickets. I know that much. I'm gonna try and see it in the IMAX 3D. So
Ah.
as much as 3D doesn't work for me, I
What are you disagreeing with, John, on that?
No, I'm just frustrated because that's what I wanted to do, but I decided to get tickets. Try to get tickets a couple of days ago, and all the IMAX 3Ds are sold out. Because my friend Ryan, he wants to see it in 3D, just 3D, and I don't know if I want to see that right for the first time because it always kind of darkens the screen, and I want to see Star Wars as bright as it can be. But if
Exactly.
it's 3D, if it's IMAX 3D, that kind of makes up for it, and it makes it okay. So I might just go with the regular 2D for the first time.
That's
Yeah,
what we're
I-
doing. We're starting off with the regular showing, and then we're going Thursday at 7 p.m. and then Friday morning at 9 a.m. we're going back to the IMAX 3D to see it in all full glory.
see. I wish it was IMAX. You know.
Do what?
I'm planning on like trying to check it out like non-IMAX first as well. Probably 3D though. Because my dad wants to see it in IMAX, so I'm gonna wait and take him later. But I can't wait too long because it's just everything's gonna be ruined anyways on Facebook. So I gotta do something. I mean, I might see it like Saturday or something. Like try to sneak into a showing. I mean, there is some tickets still available, but they have like there's another kind of 3D like it's like I forget the 3D
3D?
XP like some weird thing through Showcase where it's actually pretty awesome, but it's very expensive. But I'll probably go see that. And it's assigned seating and everything, so I can stay away from people if I want to.
Awesome.
Yeah, but I can't avoid it for too long just
I know. I
because
feel
it'll be
like
ruined.
seeing a movie like that, if you go on Facebook the next day, it'll all be ruined. Like, I wonder if The Empire Strikes Back came out in this day and age, like within day 2 of it being
Oh,
out, there'd be
God.
all these memes saying "I'm your father" and
Oh,
giving
Day
it all away.
one after the
but
first showing.
that's how it is with like The Walking Dead. I don't even watch The Walking Dead, but I know everything that's happened because of Facebook.
So, real quick, want to ask you guys if you can hear me. I switched my microphone because for some reason my Yeti is lit up, but it's saying it's not connected. So I'm seeing an audio meter, so chances are you are hearing me right now.
All right, that guy.
Yeah.
I can't believe the marketing for Star Wars this time. They're
They're selling Star Wars makeup for girls.
Star Wars makeup.
Saying, like, that's as far as you can go.
I don't know. I think I could top that with what I saw in the Best Buy ad this morning.
Sex
An
toys.
R2D2 humidifier.
Oh yeah, I did see that. The R2D2
That's cool.
humidifier. But what about they have like all the series of like Bluetooth speakers too that are like
Yeah. There's a Millennium Falcon Bluetooth speaker. I saw that too.
there's a bunch of other ones. I was actually on Amazon looking them up, and there's a bunch of different Bluetooth speakers.
Yep.
Some of them are actually pretty cool. There's a Death Star one that I was like, that makes sense.
So what would be the impact? You know, they have all this huge marketing behind it, and everybody's pushing the hell out of it, and we're all thinking this is going to be totally awesome.
It's gonna suck.
What is this? what would happen if this slim chance this movie is going to suck?
I think there's a 0.5% chance this movie's gonna suck.
Right.
It may not live up to everyone's hype, but I can't see it. I can't see walking out of it going that sucked.
I just laugh at
Yeah.
all this, and then part 7 turns out to be like part 1, where everyone just hates it.
I can't imagine.
There's a small part of me that wants it to suck just for that reason, just to see what Disney would do with like 9 plus movies planned already, and what would happen.
Ryan Formosa is saying, I think Luke is in the dark side.
I agree.
Luke is something. There's a huge twist.
I'd be so mad if that was the case, if he was on the dark side, because that kind of just ruins like the original trilogy of him. Like you follow him through the original trilogy, choosing, the good or bad, and he comes out good at the end. And if he's just bad, it kind of just takes away from the original trilogy for me.
See that's the thing though. You can't go into it setting yourself up for like all these theories that you're hearing this, you're hearing that, because then you're gonna set yourself up for disappointment. You're gonna be like, oh shit, that's not this guy's son or that's not this guy's daughter. Like you can't do that because he was like, oh shit, so it's surprise. I mean, there's gonna be all these theories and probably some of them online are right, but if you go in there like, that's not what I thought it was gonna be, disappointment. So. Just gotta go in there like a little kid, like it's brand new and surprise.
That's why there's some people that, like, I know Chris Seaver has been avoiding all of the ads. Like, he was at that Star Wars celebration thing that happens in LA, and that was what he did for his honeymoon. And he's like, I'm refusing to watch any of the trailers or anything because he wants to go in completely like not knowing what's up.
The trailers did a really great job of not really telling you anything, unlike Batman and Superman.
He doesn't even want to like. He doesn't want to. Yeah, he doesn't even want to like. He doesn't want to see what anything looks like, kind of deal. I mean, he can't avoid it. He goes shopping. They have like BB-8 tampons now, but it's like,
which are really, really good. Trust me.
Yeah, super absorbent.
Those are anal plugs, actually.
Oh,
they work. They work.
So, just a heads up, we're coming up on the 15-minute mark, so we're actually gonna change topics just a little bit. And because the first 15 minutes is going to show on the Dorkening, we urge you, come support the Dorkening. In the show notes, there's a link to our channel. Come check us out. And for this 15-minute segment, just a quick run through where we can find everybody. John D, where can people find you?
You can find me on I don't even know. You can find me on YouTube at John Steele. You can find me on Twitter at Brillo Steele.
Michael.
You can find me on Twitter at Covered in Flies. I'm on YouTube at Down in Front Movies, and that's pretty much it.
Wolfman.
You can find me on YouTube at the 13th Wolfman, on Twitter at the 13th Wolfman, and Tumblr 13th Wolfman the Prowl.
Kevin.
Just A-Knuckle on Twitter, Instagram, and Vine.
And like I said, Dorkening, there's a little button in the show notes. Just Google Dorkening, myself, Leopold. Just Google Leopold, you'll find a bunch of stuff about me. But John, where can people find you? Oh wait, they can already find you.
Yeah, they can find me. Yeah.
If you don't know who he is, then why are you here?
John, I want to thank you so much for doing this for us. It totally means a lot to me, and I thank you so much, my friend.
Don't say goodbye yet. I still got like an hour with you.
Exactly. Just 15 minutes.
Again, their channel. So now I went out of the way. So now what we can do is we can just take all of that and you can just put it at the end of all the other videos, so we don't have to keep doing this.
Exactly. But that first 15 minutes, I'll throw that on the Dorkening.
All right then.
So I'll chop it up. So one big thing that was released yesterday was somebody took a picture of the delivery box of The Force Awakens being delivered to a theater. And this picture lists the trailers that are going to be in front of Star Wars. So
I know Star Trek is one.
A rumor of Star Trek, but on this canister had Batman vs. Superman trailer number 3. I think we were only shown trailer number 2. Captain America Civil War trailer. Deadpool exclusive trailer. Independence Day Resurgence trailer. Jungle Book and Warcraft.
Excelente. Yeah, as far as like trailer number 3, it's so confusing because there's like 10 teasers and then like an international and then the actual trailer. So I don't know if we've had 3 yet, but I hope we haven't. So the only new one is Independence Day, right? We've seen the rest
Pretty
of them.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I haven't seen a Jungle Book one, but I haven't really been searching that out anyways. So
Yeah,
it's out there.
There is one out there.
Looks
We
pretty
talked
cool.
about it before.
Warcraft. I haven't seen Warcraft all
I have,
far.
but I don't think I've seen it though.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I saw the Warcraft one.
I saw it was listed, but I didn't watch it. I don't want to be sucked into Warcraft again. That took a big part of my life away, and
It's a dark time.
yeah.
You can't.
Well, when you're playing like a game for, more than 40 hours a week, it just drains your life away.
We've all seen
Did you get paid?
No.
Wow.
we've all seen the South Park episodes.
Yeah.
The poop bucket and everything. You know how it went.
Those were bad times, yeah. So a lot of people in the chat room. I want to thank you guys for joining John here. Kid Awesome, Kevin, the thing at Showcase is called X Plus. I agree,
Yes.
It's very expensive, but love it.
Yep.
And KAV Film saying stop with the Batman versus Superman trailers. Somebody
with
did a
them.
nice edit of the one that was just released and took away all the major spoilers, and I thought that was a much better rendition. I don't know if you guys have seen
It was 2 seconds long.
Well, no, they they ended it with Lex saying, you got a strong grip. You don't want to pick a fight with this guy. And that's where they ended the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
But they moved that part around. It was pretty good. Let's see what was next on the notes here. So we were going to talk about new movies this week. Did any of you pick up Ant-Man?
Not yet.
I did
no.
not. I still haven't. I'm still waiting. I'll get it really cheap next
I
Black
got a
Friday.
pile this high of movies. Like I need another one right now. God.
Well, the Ant-Man one is really small.
Yeah. Small stack of movies.
At a micro budget.
You grabbed the Steelbook, Leo, right?
I did. I got it right here.
Have you
Ugliest
watched
thing I've
it?
ever seen.
I haven't even opened it yet.
Oh.
So I haven't decided whether I'm going to sell it on Amazon or just keep it. I'll probably keep it.
Don't be that guy.
No, I'll keep it. Tell you what, I won't be that guy. I'm going to open it right now.
Give it away to someone. Do a contest and just give it away.
Give it away. This was the last one they had.
Mike's like, I'll enter that contest.
Yeah.
No, I don't want that thing.
So Matt called this the ugliest steelbook ever.
Well, it's all black, isn't it?
It's close. I wouldn't say ever.
Yeah,
It looks like a solid
Oh
state
yeah, there's a
drive.
there's a bullet hole in the back.
Is it like a locker? What is that?
It's like a hard drive.
Yeah.
It's like a micro disc.
Oh.
And an Ant-Man's like inside the little bullet hole.
I mean, it's neat.
Does that happen in the movie? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't remember. I just remember a big Thomas the Train. That's all I remember.
That would have been cool on the cover. I'm sure people would think it's Thomas the Train.
Yep.
So
or even him like fighting Yellow Jacket or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a million things they could do. That's kind of a weird thing to do for the Steelbook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They did release a Funko with him riding the ant as a vehicle.
Anthony.
Yeah. But this week, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation comes out, Ted 2, Fantastic Four, and Maze Runner The Scorched Trials.
Yeah, Fantastic Four has a steelbook coming out.
Why?
It's actually it's not a bad looking steelbook, but
It's better than the movie.
it looks I haven't seen the movie, but from what I've gathered, 99.9% of people hate the movie.
Yeah, I was looking on BestBuy.com and I saw the Steelbook, and it's not even come out yet, but it's rated 1 star. Because it's just people bitching about the movie.
Yeah.
Both Maze Runner and the Scorched Trials are going to get steelbooks out this week. So
I think Rogue Nation might have one.
Did you guys see that that Mission Impossible
Budget.
set? All the other movies that they have a Steelbook release going through Best Buy for like $30-something bucks. You get all the other ones on Blu-ray and a Steelbook.
You know, I hate things like that, especially when Tom Cruise isn't done making Mission Impossible movies. They're making a 6th one, so they're releasing like a 5-film collection, and then they're just going to release a 6th one anyways. So then you're going to have then they're probably going to release a 6-film collection. So you're collection.
I like what the Fast and Furious movies did because they released the first 5, and then the 6th one came out and it was consistent with 1 through 5. I was very thankful for that.
Yeah, it had like the same artwork. Yeah.
So real quick, trying to keep up with the comments. Sorry, I can't keep up with everybody. You're coming through a flood of them. Somebody want to know if any of us are friends with Boogie2988. I've spoken with him and he gave us some advice on our channel right in the very beginning. But
I love his videos. I watch his videos all the time.
Yeah, it's a great guy, but I can't say I'm a friend with him. Just chatted with him a couple times.
Yeah.
Yep. Somebody's asking about Pixels. I haven't seen Pixels yet, but it looks good.
I haven't either. I was debating grabbing it out of Redbox. I had a free Redbox rental, and I let it expire because I was like, I don't know if I want to bite the bullet on a free viewing of Pixels. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't say I support Adam Sandler much. So
What about his new movie that's on Netflix right now?
Yeah, I
I
can't
tried
say that either,
watching it.
but I can't say that I'm not going to watch Ridiculous 6.
I
Yep,
saw it.
yep.
I made
I
it
saw it.
45 minutes, so if you can beat that, good luck.
I saw
it
it
good?
already.
Oh,
Oh, I liked it.
You liked it?
Yes.
I'm actually the plan is to watch it with my wife tonight because she loves Adam Sandler.
There was a part where they're just like talking, and then the donkey randomly just shits diarrhea onto the wall, and I'm like, that's enough.
So that's right up my alley.
It was like out of nowhere. I was like, what was that?
so as long as it's better than A Very Murray Christmas.
I watched that.
And
Did you?
My girlfriend Sam really wanted to watch it. She showed me the trailer, and I just said, "God, that looks so boring. It looks like it's gonna suck." And she was so offended. She was like, "Just watch it." I haven't even seen it, but I know it's gonna be awesome. We started watching it, and halfway through, it was just songs. None of the jokes worked, and I turned to her and I just went, "Yeah, I was right."
did you watch the whole thing?
It's like, we did. It was horrible.
How awesome was the George Clooney just poking his head out saying some lines?
I think Sam forced a laugh, but after a while, she's just like, "All right, that's kind of weird."
You realized she wasn't smiling while she was laughing the whole time. Like she's ha 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 ha. It was really bad.
It didn't work.
I mean, it had some very brief moments, but not many, and it was kind of uncomfortable. Thank God it wasn't like really like put on actual television. You have to choose to watch it on Netflix, but
Yeah.
I did watch the whole thing.
And it's not even something you could put on in the background. Like, the songs aren't really good renditions. It felt lazy and it's boring and blah, blah, blah.
I think there's a lot of people are saying about it. But I was going to watch it. I had it like ready to hit play, and then like I could hear like the complaints about it going through my head, and I was like, nah, I'm going to watch
Anything else.
Yeah.
So Ryan is asking if so some people are asking what we think of the best movies of 2015. That was John Bjorn, and also Ryan is asking if we've seen Minions. I thought Minions was amazing.
I haven't seen Minions yet.
Minions was boring.
Boring.
I watched it. My wife wanted to watch it, so I was like, okay, fine, we'll watch it. She fell asleep during it, and like I was just forced myself to finish it.
I haven't
I see
seen it.
that Target has a steelbook of it though.
Yeah.
I'll make it easy. The best movie of 2015 is coming out this week, and it's Star Wars. That's going to be the best movie.
Hell yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's it.
I don't know. I thought did Wasting Money, John, not the other John. Did you end up seeing Krampus yet?
I did.
What did you think?
I thought it was really good. Ironically, the only thing I didn't like about the movie was Krampus's face, but everything else was
Really?
terrific.
I thought Krampus's face was awesome. I thought it was creepy as
Yeah.
hell.
Exactly.
I was hoping for a monster. It just looked like an old man mask.
Well, apparently, like I was looking at it as a different way, but I was watching Bloodbath and Beyond, and apparently it's supposed to be Santa Claus's face. He's wearing Santa Claus's face, and if you pay attention, you can I didn't notice it, but I guess you can see like fur and stuff underneath the mask.
Ooh.
So it was actually supposed to be that he, defaced Santa Claus and like it was his jaw hanging down.
That makes sense why the jaws. That makes it a bit cooler, but everything else was awesome. I loved Krampus's minions, like the toys and the gingerbread man, and it was
Love the
funny.
gingerbread
And
man.
I was scared a lot too. The atmosphere, everything. So good. I
Yeah.
was not disappointed.
That's everyone want to see that.
So what's better? You guys think that's better, or did you guys see the horror one with William Shatner? You know what I'm talking about?
Actually, there's 3 different Krampus movies I was reading.
Actually, there's 4.
4.
Leo.
Wow.
This one,
Yes, that one.
I have it obviously, but I haven't watched it yet. I just have the slipcover. No.
I'm
It's,
more interested in that than Krampus, actually.
Really? You
Yeah.
got to. I would really recommend Krampus. It's PG-13 too, right? And it would. There's like no gore in it at all, but it's still really good. It's really good. Like I was completely like shocked at how much I liked it. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. I want to see it again. Actually, I'm hoping.
I do too. It's the first thing I said. Walk a nose. I want to see that again.
I want my wife to go with me. I want Leo to go. Oh, Leo bring his wife.
I already
Theaters
asked
have
my
to keep the
wife.
lights
She
on.
will not go, but
She pooped a party. She's a party pooper. She needs to go.
She's a party pooper.
I'll check it out. I don't know if I'll get a chance to see it at the theater, but I'll certainly check it out.
I mean, I can't say you have to see it in the theater because I mean, I saw it in the theater, but it wasn't. I mean, I want to see it in the theater again though. Like I really want to go again. So maybe I'll talk my wife into going tonight.
So somebody keeps on asking who has seen the 100-year-old man who jumped out the window and disappeared.
I've heard of that movie, but like I
What's
wanted
a movie?
to see. Yeah.
I thought it was like a news story or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, it's a movie. It's a movie. I think it's a foreign movie actually.
Sounds like
It is.
Sounds like a Mel Brooks movie.
No. That'd be funny.
John Bajorn is asking, and actually this is something we should talk about. Have you guys seen the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 trailer?
Yes.
Yep.
Holy crap! Yes, now. I thought the first one was going to totally suck, and
It kinda did.
I enjoyed it, even though it had the same exact ending as Amazing Spider-Man 2.
It's funny. I just watched the TMNT for the first time like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Because I picked it up for Black Friday. Never seen it. Thought, what the hell? I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a
I
decent
like
movie.
the Turtles. I thought the Turtles were done well, but everything else was I didn't like.
I still haven't watched it, but I like the look of in the new trailer. I like the look of Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah.
Now, how
Thought they
cool
looked
is it that
cool.
they got Arrow to play? What's his name?
Casey
Jones.
Casey Jones. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like a good Casey Jones.
Yeah.
All I want him to have that New York accent, but that's okay. I can live without it.
No,
I
you get
think
Johnny
people-
Knoxville instead.
I think people were so pissed off at how they changed the turtles in the first one. They were gonna be like, all right, for Bebop and what's his name?
Rocksteady.
Let's just
Rocksteady.
keep him exactly the same. Don't change
Yeah.
anything. And it worked. I think it works. Looks pretty good.
Yeah. And it's cool that they actually did like a rhino person as of, the way Amazing Spider-Man did it was just put somebody in a rhino suit, which was
Yeah, that
horrible.
was so stupid.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see the Technodrome and probably Krang.
Yes,
Since
yep.
as the portal's opening up, I'm guessing we're gonna see some of that shit.
Some
That's what I'm
Krang.
excited for too.
Yeah.
Some Krang.
Someone was actually talking about it at work the other day, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I thought Bebop and Rocksteady looked awesome." And she was like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "You're the one who brought up the trailer to me. I thought you would have known." She's like, I'm like, "So you're not a huge Turtles fan?" She's like, "No, I totally am." I'm like, "Did you ever watch the cartoon?" She's like, "Yeah, I watch it all the time." I'm like, "No, I mean like the original cartoon." She's like, "There's another one." She had no idea. She only watches the new one on Nickelodeon, and I guess either she's lying or maybe they're not in it. I don't know.
Did you catch Tyler Perry?
Dr. Yeah, he's
No.
Bax.
Yeah.
Dr.
Yeah, he's
Baxter,
like
or
Stockman?
whatever his name is. Yeah,
Baxter
Stockman.
Stockman.
Baxter Stockman.
Doctor scientist, but he has these really cheesy glasses, and he looks bad.
Yeah,
So
looks
he might ruin
The
some of
movie.
that movie.
Hopefully he turns into Medea and it makes it better.
He's got with wings and stuff. Medea with wings.
Yeah.
Medea turns into a fly.
Mm-hmm.
So we were graced with that trailer, and there was also another big trailer that came out this week.
Which one?
It was the X-Men Apocalypse trailer.
That was
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I love the look of Apocalypse. I just don't care for the voice that they use for Apocalypse. Apocalypse has a more baritone, deeper voice in my head. I guess I'm ruined by the cartoon of the '90s. Because
Yeah. I agree with the voice thing too, but I also didn't like the look Wolfie.
I thought
I
they
don't
were
know.
pretty spot on with the. With
I think
the
you
look
look
of
better
Apocalypse.
than that magazine cover that Entertainment Weekly that released. You look terrible on the cover of that magazine, but in the trailer, you looked a lot better.
Yeah, Brian Singer, the director, he just posted a Twitter post saying, "Oh, those pictures you saw at Entertainment Weekly, those weren't done yet. We had a lot more special effects to that." Da, 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 da. Which I don't know if that's true or if the reaction was just so bad that they went back and changed it. But
I remember when they released a picture of Quicksilver for Days of Future Past, everyone was like laughing at him. And then after they saw Days of Future Past, everyone was like, Quicksilver! Everybody, Quicksilver.
And we got to look at a lot of. I mean, we get Archangel in this. We get Nightcrawler in this. Archangel looks wicked as hell. You know, with the metal feathers.
Yeah.
You know, and thank God they're bringing Nightcrawler back because my favorite mutant when it comes to the X-Men. You know, so
I didn't realize. I didn't
I'm
realize
sorry, John.
Wolverine. I didn't realize Wolverine wasn't going to be in it. I assume
he
there's going to be a
is.
cameo, like in First
I
Class.
think he's not in it much. He's not in it much, but
Yeah.
it was. He kind of confirmed it, like accidentally, in a interview that he was going to be in it some way or another.
Good.
Probably at the end, maybe like like one of those, like John said, one of those cameos, or what, like just to say, hey, I'm in it. I'm in all of them. So
And then Groovy.
Wait.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hey,
He's got like a nine movie deal contract or something. I mean, this is gonna if he's in this one, this is the last one.
Yeah.
Because after this,
Well, isn't it? He's doing one more solo movie, then that was it.
he's doing Old Man Logan.
Oh,
Where he
Is
gets
he?
like
Wolverine
frozen
3.
in adamantium. Yeah, is that going to be the end? No.
Huh?
No.
Oh,
That's how they killed him off in the comics. He's
They-
like encased in adamantium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Way to ruin it for everybody.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm not seeing that movie anymore.
People that watch comic book movies actually read comic books. Come on, Pond, you should know this.
Sorry.
We just get the shirts.
Yeah.
even the directors that make the comic book movies don't read comic books. You know.
Or the actors and actresses. They don't read anything.
So getting some questions about Hey Arnold being reboot, and I haven't heard anything about that.
I didn't hear anything about that either.
Huh.
I used to like that
Is
show.
it a TV show or movie?
It was a they didn't say.
Cartoon.
Matt Worded says, "What do you guys think of rebooting Hey Arnold?"
It depends on how they do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
If
I guess
it's
it's
good,
a
then
TV
it'll be
show.
good.
if it's live action with like just prosthetics, that's weird.
It'd be super creepy.
I'd watch it,
With
but
a
it'd be
football
weird.
shaped
It
head.
would look like Dick Tracy villains or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, that would be kind of interesting, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't last very long. It'd be like the Tick, the original Tick series.
Oh yeah.
Which
Show
they're
was
actually
awesome.
bringing back.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
we heard that a while ago. We haven't heard anything about it since. So,
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that's getting a reboot is Mystery Science Theater 3000.
oh, look at that! Look at that little like leap right into the show notes.
Yeah. So they launched a Kickstarter and they blew past their $2 million goal. Last count, and I think it ended already, 5,764,000.
Which is more than what they wanted for 14 episodes.
Yeah.
So they're going to be doing 14 brand new episodes. I love MST3K and the guys that did all that. They still do other stuff, you know. But I'm glad, and they're bringing some new people to the show, which is awesome. So new characters or people playing those characters, and I have a list of the people that are going to be involved. So reportedly interested in appearing on the new episodes besides Patton Oswalt, Felicia Day, and Jonah Ray. So Jerry Seinfeld is interested. Mark Hamill, Jack Black, Joel McHale, Neil Patrick Harris, and Bill Hader are all interested in being part of this.
Wow.
And there's a lot of different writers. Joel, who's one of the original, Patton Oswalt, Dana Gould, Rob Schrab, who did Monster House, and he did the Sarah Silverman program. And he actually did one of my favorite comics, Scud the Disposable Assassin, is interested in writing. Justin Roiland, who made Rick and Morty. The guy who made Fanboys and Ready Player One, he's doing it too. And Felicia Day is also going to write. But it should be awesome. Hopefully it catches on, because that was like my go-to thing back in the day when Comedy Central was CTV and the Comedy Network. That was on all the time.
As a kid, I would come across that show and I would watch it, but I was too young to get it, and I was like, "Well, this is dumb." And now I would just skip it.
I don't know why they need millions of dollars. Isn't it just they play a movie, then they talk about the movie?
I think, I mean, it may have something to do with the rights, getting the rights to show those movies.
I think it's just they want to pay celebrities to be on the.
Well, it could be that
show.
too. It could be that too. But I mean, some of the celebrities, like I know Patton Oswalt was all about it. He's just a nerd, so whatever. I mean, the production of it, I guess it's Hollywood. Nothing's cheap, you know. In order to get the distribution that they're probably looking for as well, I'm sure they're doing it themselves. So it may be something where, like, in order to get it on certain formats, they would have to pay, kind of deal. But I don't know. I'm excited about it.
That makes sense.
Fun Size Gaming says, "Hi, John."
Hey.
A lot of people.
That's what's there.
Very
And LBFC Easy, we talked about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 trailer just shortly, so you just hit the rewind button, you'll catch that. So I know we're all psyched for Star Wars this week, but there's another really good movie coming out a week after.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Actually,
Yeah, there's 4 of
I
them.
thought you were gonna say.
Actually, I wasn't going to bring that up because it's crazy to release a movie on Star Wars Day. I mean, you have Alvin and Chipmunks, the
Star
sisters,
Wars Day.
and Extraction, some Bruce Willis movie I haven't even heard of. But the week after, we have The Revenant, The Hateful Eight, Joy, and Point Break. And I know Mike's been waiting for Point Break.
Yeah, shut up. I'm gonna. Yeah.
So, Revenant, during the first screening of that, people walked out because it was so gruesome.
Ooh.
Yeah, hers pretty brutal.
Yeah. So,
I mean, the trailer looked pretty great,
Yeah.
so I'm looking forward to it. Hateful Eight, I'm all about.
Yeah,
I'm actually I already have plans in place. I'm going to. There's only 2 theaters in New England that are from what I can see, anyways, at least online, that are playing it in 70 millimeter, and so me and my friend Bill already have plans. We're going on the second to see it at Coolidge Corner Theater, my favorite theater in Boston.
I read an article from a Quentin Tarantino interview that he said Django was supposed to be. He was in the original script of Hateful Eight. He was supposed to be one of the characters in the cabin.
Oh wow!
But then I guess they had to do some rewrites because it leaked. I guess he just took him out of it altogether, which I thought would be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I still think that leak was 100% propaganda. It was all set up. You know? I really do.
Hey, you were right about for the Gallows. They had that Charlie thing going on. You were like that. I think that's a promo for the movie, and you were right about that.
Yeah, that was all a hoax. I still haven't seen the Gallows yet. Has anyone?
I haven't seen it.
It's supposed to be bad.
Yeah.
I saw it at Redbox yesterday when I went out, and I was thinking about getting it, and then I got some other movies instead.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad when you, like I said, you have like free movie rentals from Redbox, and you just can't find anything that's worth a free movie rental.
Yeah.
Hey, we got Chance Covington in the house.
What up?
Hey. Just Chance watches us regularly. I'm not seeing any of. Oh, Josh Not is here. I'm not seeing any of our regulars in the chat room. Where are you guys?
They're on the door.
Probably. They're like at the door and be like, "What the hell's going on?" I don't understand.
Where are you?
You see, we were taken down by Poland, guys, so that's why we're not there.
Yeah.
There's a comment about Krampus 2. Should there be one? I think there will be one because this one is making so much money, and I hope they get, the same director, and hope it's just as good as the first one. Obviously, I think they're going to make it for sure because it's making too much money.
Yeah, I have a question for you, John. I asked Kevin this about the end of Krampus. Did you catch that?
Don't ruin it.
I'm not ruining anything.
Okay.
I'm just asking if you caught the nod to another movie.
Has to do with the snow globes.
Yeah.
I don't want to put it too.
I mean that concept has happened in other movies. I don't want to say which ones because
you gave it away. Yeah.
Facebook message.
I guess there was a snow globe that had something to do, like a little homage to another movie.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I want to. Yeah. That's another reason why I want to see it again because I want to look for that. Just for that, I'm gonna want to use a movie pass that I have that I can see anything else with to see a snow globe at the end of a movie. Priorities, people. It's priorities.
Well, you said you wanted to see it again.
Yeah.
So Garfield Pez keeps on asking if we've seen Spectre. I finally saw that. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed Spectre.
I have not seen it.
I thought it was okay. Wasn't bad, but wasn't as exciting as the as Skyfall or Casino Royale.
Yeah, you said nuts. What was it like last week that you weren't really happy with the twist at the end?
I heard a lot of people complaining about that twist.
Well, we kind of all saw it coming, but how it was executed.
I heard it
kinda
was
cheesy.
lazy and predictable.
Yeah. Just me.
Has anybody heard the rumors about Stephen King's The Dark Tower series?
No.
About Black James Bond doing that.
Yeah, Idris
Yeah.
Elba.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard that. Yeah. So,
I think he's awesome, so
yeah, he's awesome, but
I support him in anything he does.
Yeah.
I think it would ruin the whole story just because if you're familiar with the whole story, it doesn't make sense. You know
sure
what I
he's
mean?
not too street for a Dark Tower?
No, it has nothing to do with that. It just has to do with like another character.
I know, it's just...
Yeah, if you've ever read it, you'd know. So,
I read the first
He said it
3
was
books.
too street for James Bond.
okay, that guy's like he's like a theater actor almost. You know what I mean? He has that sensibility about him too.
He was just on Jimmy Fallon. I think it was Jimmy Fallon like a week or so ago, and he said that it's not he's not like they asked him if he was like, if, rumor has it you're going to be James Bond, and he's like, it's not going to happen.
He doesn't even want to do it.
Well, because he was on to promote Luther. He's like, I'd rather just do more Luther.
Yeah. There was also a rumor the guy from Homeland was going to be James Bond as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, well-
I can't see a ginger being James Bond.
Hey, we're going to put our people down, Pond. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig's got one more movie before they even think about recasting James Bond. So
He said he doesn't
If he
even
doesn't-
want to do it. He wants to slash his wrist before he does it again.
actually,
Killed himself, yeah.
Yes.
he confronted that saying, on one of the shows he was on. I think it was Fallon again, and he said that at the time that someone asked him about doing it, he goes, it's like running a marathon. He goes, you just have someone come up to you like in the middle of a marathon, you're totally exhausted. Someone says, "So you gonna go out and run the New York Marathon?" And he's like, "I'd rather." It was in the middle of him doing this. He's like, he has no problem. He says he has the most fun making the Bond films than any of the movies he's made. So we're definitely gonna see him back in the next one because, like I said, he's got a contract. They're not just gonna say.
I don't know if it was the same or interview, but he's talking about how he doesn't even like the character because of like how like sexist he is and like, how he treats women and stuff. So it doesn't even seem. I'm sure he'll do it because he has to, but I'm still not convinced he's fond of doing Bond.
Yeah.
So one thing I mentioned we're going to do, I don't know if you guys want to do it, but I do have a special box here. If you want to know what's in it.
Ooh.
So
Shoes.
this is
Marvel.
This is the Marvel Collector's Core. Just showed up yesterday. This is the Guardians
showed
of
up.
the Galaxy. What's that, Wolfie?
Just showed up. Just
Okay.
No, I thought
randomly.
you said shut up.
Shut up! I don't want to see it.
Yeah. Wolfie's getting a little testy. Just shut up, Pond.
I didn't say shut up. I said showed up. So
I know, but it sounded like you said shut up.
yeah,
So yeah,
Show us.
if you don't know what this is, it's roughly
It's a box.
$30.
A waste of money.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wasted money. Yeah.
Bullshit.
A different way to waste your money. Yeah.
you're on the right channel then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes every other month. I subscribe to this in the Star Wars box, and I'm still waiting for my broken Star Wars box to be replaced. So they said that
It comes every other month.
every other month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But still expensive. It's
It
still as much as any other subscription service.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I was just thinking that a lot of those subscription services come like every month. So,
Yeah, the thing was this was supposed to be high quality, so you got it every other month. It was supposed to be like $50 worth of merchandise. And I already know what's in this, so I'm not too happy with it. I know a lot of people aren't. But we're going to show here a live unboxing.
Oh boy!
If that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will.
So,
My pants got tired.
what we have here, they give you the pins. So you have the Rocket Raccoon patch and a group pin. So a lot of people were thinking this was going to have a 6-inch Groot, but it does not.
Wow.
Everyone
gonna
wants
say
6-inch
anything.
boot.
Yeah. So they give you a Guardians of the Galaxy
Ooh.
scarf.
If I see you
Headband.
wear that, I'm gonna just laugh and point.
You know I'm gonna wear it. Guardians of the Galaxy of Guardians of Infinity comic, holiday edition.
Hmm.
And
The holiday edition.
you did get 2 Funkos, but they're not real Funkos. They're bobblers.
What are they?
It is a holiday edition of Groot and Rocket.
Oh. All right. Now they're broken. You have to ask for another one.
So I got excited when I saw this, but it's not a Funko, but it is a mug. And I'll open up the mug. That's all that came in this box.
Oh.
It's a ceramic mug.
I like mugs. I'd be cool with a mug.
Yeah.
Maybe not that mug, but I like mugs.
Oh wow. Oh cool. Huh. But your Funko box came with no Funko Pops?
Yeah.
But that Star-Lord like mug is like the Funko design. It's like
Yeah.
it looks like a Funko head.
Mm.
Yeah. So,
So how much does that cost you?
$31.
All right.
Yeah, so I don't know. I may wait for the Deadpool to see if that one is lame or not. If it is, I'll cancel.
Just like with Loot Crate, we all just gave up after a while because it was like, all right, there's too many not good crates like in a row.
Well, Loot Crate started awesome and then it just fizzled.
Because how much stuff can they find?
Well,
Yeah.
how many? Well,
Fine.
yeah, for a Loot Crate, yeah, but this is backed by Funko. How many cool Funkos could they do? You know, it would have been awesome if there was like a huge group in this. People would have went psycho over it, but
Well,
they went meh.
Oh, that-
Their first Christmas and they went meh.
That mystery Funko box was just kind of a meh, you know.
well, Funko, like I've said before, it's the new Beanie Baby.
Yeah.
So eventually, there's not so much you could do with it, you know, like.
Yeah. Well, I stopped collecting except for what's in the boxes. I figured I'd just keep the boxes going. I'm not buying them on a regular basis now. So.
That's because you bought them all. So he has a closet full of Funkos. Like a closet, like he has so many that he doesn't like. Literally, he has nowhere to put them, so they're in a closet.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys remember when we went to the Comic Con. The price of some of those damn things on that wall, like that
Yeah.
Stan Lee one, was like $100 and something bucks. I was like, oh my.
That's because it was signed by Stan Lee too, right? Was at that booth?
I don't remember. I just remember that there was a booth
Had to
where
have
it was
been.
like outrageous
Yeah,
prices.
There was one where like they had a bunch that were signed, and there was like photo proof that they were being signed by the right person. Like they had a Frankenfurter signed, and I'm like, oh, he's not really, acting or anything. And it was him like after the stroke, sitting there signing things. I was like, oh, I feel so bad. But it was like $150 for that thing. I'm like, there's no way that I could pay that. Unfortunately, it would be cool to have, but there's no way.
So Ryan Formosa is asking, what did we think of the Steve Jobs movie? I haven't seen it yet. I saw the previous one, just Jobs, and I liked that. But I've been wanting to see the Steve Jobs movie. What about you?
Oh, this is what, the third or fourth movie that
I
has
thought it was-
something to do with.
Has any of you guys seen it?
Mm-mm.
No,
I haven't seen it.
No.
Well, it's
I saw Pirates of Silicon Valley.
yeah, so it's the third count in that one. Pirates of Silicon Valley was amazing. That was that was an 80s movie, right? Or a 90s?
No, that came out in the late '90s, early 2000s.
What? No.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna look it up just because I'm doubting him as well.
Please do.
Pirates of
I'm
Silicon
sorry,
Valley.
Wolfie. Continue. I'll look it up.
Okay.
It had Anthony Michael Hall and Noah Wiley in it. I mean, it was.
Yeah.
I think it was after Noah Wiley left ER, so I think it's like I said, late '90s, early 2000s.
Okay. Well,
Sounds about right.
Kevin will look it up. Tell us exactly when it came. So Vortex Games 1000 wants to know: have you guys seen the Evangelon movies?
The what?
I believe they're anime.
That's a no.
Yeah, anime no.
I
I like some anime, but I'm very picky. Like, it's certain things, and usually the stuff that I like is stuff that other people doesn't like. So
Yeah. I used to watch it a lot when I worked at Software Etc. a long time ago. And if you don't know Software Etc., it was essentially the grandfather of GameStop. So Software Etc. became GameStop. And we sold a bunch of anime, so I'd watch it on occasion.
And Wolfie was right. It was 99.
99.
Oh, Wolfie, and your friggin'
See
giant
what
brain.
happens when you
Okay, where's the pat? Where's the pat, Wolfie? Pertier is asking what our thoughts on a new Netflix Adam Sandler movie. We talked about it earlier.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it'll probably be stupid, but I like stupid humor.
I like
If I could enjoy movie 43, I'll probably enjoy Ridiculous 6.
Oh,
Wait,
if you enjoyed that, you're like this.
Yeah, this will be an Oscar winner for you if you enjoyed movie 43.
Yeah, this is actually a big step up from movie 43.
I don't know if I enjoyed it. I just didn't stop watching it.
I can't.
I was entertained.
My wife wanted to stop watching it, and I was like, no, we were going to make it through this just so we could say we watched the whole movie.
Yeah.
Like, you should get t-shirts that says, I watched all of movie 43 and survived.
Yeah. So we're coming close up on the hour. We'll probably run a little later, depending on how long you guys want to run and hear us banter. But just a heads up, I was approached by the people behind Old 57, is it?
No.
Old 39.
What's that movie?
Old English?
I think it's Old 39.
Old
Old 37.
Old 37, okay.
I was waiting to see how long it was going to take.
The Kane Hodder.
Kane Hodder's in it.
Yeah,
so that's
Bill Moseley.
Bill Moseley.
Yeah. So
who else?
they're going to send us screeners, and they are going to set up some interviews for us.
Nice.
So this is a romantic comedy
Yep, it's a rom-com
between Kane Hodder and
Bill Moseley. Yep.
Directed by Ron Howard.
They're like EMTs working for the same medical company and stuff. So
Yeah.
They catch each other's eye, and you know.
So if you don't know what we do over at Dorkening, we do, until recently, live shows every Tuesday where we bring people on and interview them. When we go to the cons, we interview a lot of people. Kevin, what are some people that we've interviewed?
Leo froze up on my end.
Oh, I froze up on your end.
uh-oh.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Somebody froze.
Oh.
Leo froze.
Yeah.
Is Leo gone?
No, I'm here. And I have a...
Leo.
Yeah.
I can hear everybody.
Okay, so
All right.
so it didn't freeze on my end. It was...
Oh, it froze on my end.
Yeah.
Anyways, I mean, we've had Felicia Rose from Sleepaway Camp and numerous other movies, like independent horror actress, scream queen. I mean, a lot of independent horror people. So we've had like the people from Pieces of Talent, you know, Joe Stauffer. We've had David Long. We have Christy Ray numerous times. We've had Hal Orzen, who was the Blacklist. He was also on a show in Pastor that was just on TV Land. He's got a new show coming out called Clan of the Cave Bear. Who else?
Also at the
Jessica Cameron, Courtney Palm from Zombievers and from Sushi Girl. I mean, I don't know. We have. Sorry, go ahead.
You've interviewed Tony Todd at that's a big one.
So yeah, we deal with a lot of like independent horror. I mean, other people as well, but mostly independent horror on Tuesday nights. And it's, I mean, if you're a fan of that stuff, you know, it's same situation as here. You can go over and ask questions in the chat room. You know, even if you don't know who they are, you know, they're in the industry. They're actors, actresses, directors, you know, producers. We had, you know, people who do like compose for, like, you know, do film score, everything. It's a good time, you know. Usually.
It's a good time.
well, just recently, also Lou Ferrigno and John Wesley Shipp. Also the voice behind Thundercats as well.
Larry Kenny.
Larry Kenny.
Well, and Leo interviewed the voices behind Transformers.
Oh yeah.
Frank Welker and I'm choking, guys. I can't think of the other guy's name. Frank Welker and
Megatron and Optimus Prime.
Yes.
yeah.
That's all you need to know.
So we urge you, come show your support. You'll find a little link in the show notes to come subscribe over at the Dorkening and help us fight the fight.
Yeah, fight against Polish TV networks that claim that they own us.
Fight the power.
Damn
Fight
foreigners.
Damn the
power.
Polish man.
Yeah. So I thought of a little skit that we can do. I don't know.
No more skits.
No
more skits. After that whole Zelda rap thing, no more skits.
That's my favorite thing I think I've ever on a Dorkening was hearing the three
It was
whitest white
visual-
people ever try to rap.
Yeah, it was visual diarrhea. That was. It was just like, it was like what 3 piles of diarrhea look like on screen.
You guys try to rap and you guys didn't come get me. I'm offended.
I just nodded with like disgust in the background. That's all I did.
See, John, we weren't going for quality. That was the thing. It was supposed to be the old Zelda commercial where it was 2 white kids trying to rap. It was like totally abysmal then, and
You're
Even
trying
worse,
to make it more abysmal, right? Okay.
yeah.
I got it.
Leo wonders why no one likes us on Reddit. You know? He posts things like that.
I'm still trying, though. I'm still trying.
At least someone is.
Yeah. Tons of comments. Netflix is making a Zelda show, Ryan says. And Zach White says the Mario movie is awesome. And somebody else we met. The Mario.
Oh yeah. The guy, the voice of Mario.
The voice of Mario.
Oh, that was cool. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I paid to meet Tom Kinney, the voice of SpongeBob and the Ice King, but I'm more of a fan of him from Mr. Show with Bob and Dave, and was it Shakes the Clown? He's in that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he's on the new Mr. Show, the new Bob and Dave show that's on Netflix as well.
What was he on? Do you know what he did on that show?
Mr. Show?
Yeah, the new episodes.
He was in a few of the episodes. I'm trying to think.
I didn't notice him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean he wasn't just like a background guy. Like his wife is like in every episode of the new thing.
Uh-huh.
And she was in the old one as well.
You know, Tom Kenny was in the Tonight music video, Smashing Pumpkins.
Was he really?
Yeah, he's the guy, the main character. I think his wife is the woman. They're the couple.
I'm not a fan of Smashing Pumpkins, so I didn't see that.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
But that's cool. I like that. I was outside there was all these little kids in line, and then I was just like, I love Mr. Show. And then it was unfortunate because I wanted a signed autograph of him, but then all he had was SpongeBob and Adventure Time things to sign. I'm like, I don't care about that.
It's gonna be Popeye too.
He's gonna be
Popeye movie. Yeah,
Ooh. Animated or live action?
it's like computer generated.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I went to
I just
he did some talk at a college years ago, and he said that he wanted to be a voice actor because he grew up watching Popeye,
Nice.
and it's cool that he's going to be Popeye now.
Yeah. He did a lot of other great cartoon voices too. He was Heifer on Rocko's Modern Life. He was the professor? Is that what he was like? I don't know if it was the professor or the doctor on Powerpuff Girls. He was in Samurai Jack. He's been on a bunch of things. He's a talented dude, and I don't know. I've been a fan of him for a long time, so I was psyched. I've never seen him at a convention before too. I mean, it wasn't cheap to meet him, but it was worth it.
So KAV Films is asking who's the most famous person that we've met. I mean, I think
It really depends. It's famous, and I consider some people are higher up on my list than they would be on yours.
Yeah. Well, you did met his very last show over the summer.
You talked about Gunnar Hansen.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm a big Texas Chainsaw fan, and the original Leatherface is my favorite horror movie icon, and I got a tattoo of him on my arm and everything, and and I've met him a handful of times, and there was a little bit of a connection because of where his girlfriend worked and where I worked, kind of deal. And at the last convention he did, it was the day after I got the tattoo, so I went and had a picture taken with him, pointing at the tattoo and everything. And then, I mean, he seemed fine, but that was his last. So that he was really high up on my list, even though most people probably didn't even know what he looked like.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, that's big to me. And then just it really depends. Like as far as mainstream actors and stuff like that, not really too many. Because I mean, I don't know. I like a lot of independent stuff.
Yeah.
For me, I met almost the entire original Star Trek crew, except for Leonard Nimoy, unfortunately. So I met Shatner over Chekhov, Scotty, William Shatner. I just said that. Jonathan Frakes, Patrick Stewart, Dean Cain. I don't know. There's been a lot of people we've met over the years.
I haven't really met too many famous people. I think George Romero was probably about it.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I met Lando.
I met Lando.
That's cool.
That's the one thing you go to these conventions. There's like a ton of like people that are gonna be big in your eyes, but you know, other people are like, oh, you actually paid to meet them. I'm like, what? Yeah, it's awesome. So you were saying, John?
I met Bruce Campbell, but
I
I
got
met him
lucky
at the
enough to
wrong.
meet the Soft Sisters, you know, and Ted White, who was Jason and Friday the 13th Part 4, was a big one because this guy, when you meet him, you're like, wow, he's old enough that he's got one foot in the grave and the other in the banana peel. So, you know, Carolyn Williams from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, so that was my first convention. I actually got to not just meet Jess Cameron via Skype, but I got to meet her in person. So that was a big one for me.
So, John, you were saying something about Bruce Campbell?
I met him, but I was like in second grade, and so I didn't really know who he was.
I've met him 3 times. I met him 3 times. Yeah, and the first time was free. It was at a book signing, and then I paid more each other time I've met him. But and
was that for If Chins Could Kill?
Yep. Story of a B-movie actor. Yep. It was pretty great, and I sat down with him, me and my friend Bill, and he's like, "So, what's going on, guys?" And I was like, "When's Crime Wave going to be released in America, like on DVD?" And he's just like, "You actually like that piece of garbage?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I love it." And he's like, "You're the only one, so considering that, you know, whatever." And then the second time I met him, I was like, "Hey, last time I met you, I asked you about Crime Wave." He's like, "Yeah, and you're the only person who's ever brought it up to me." So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, "Did he remember me?" Then I'm like, "No, he's probably just saying that." But still,
he's really self-deprecating because when I met him, only thing I saw him in was the Majestic because he's in like a really small scene in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And so as a kid, I was like, "Oh, I loved you in the Majestic," and he was like, "You didn't blink, did you?"
you were phenomenal in Congo.
Oh yeah, that's it.
That's it. But yeah, he was pretty great. Like he's pretty awesome. And I saw a Q&A with him, and like that dude could control a room like nobody's business.
Mm-hmm.
He was it was like I want to just listen to him all day. He was like hilarious.
Yeah, he's coming to the Chicago Con next year,
nice.
and I'd have to meet him again.
Yeah,
I'm sure. I wish the Evil Dead show wasn't around, just so that tickets could probably be a little bit cheaper. But now that he's relevant again, I'm not looking forward to the price.
Yeah, the last time I met him, Burn Notice was like in their peak, I think. Like so, it was like maybe $60 for an autograph, and it was a picture. You would take a picture for free, but it was a picture of him signing something for you. So you're standing there as he's signing something for you. So it wasn't like you're posing with him, which kind of sucks. But actually we've met some guys from Walking Dead as well.
Yeah.
I was about that. We met Michael Rooker and Scott Wilson, and we had press passes to the Walker Stalker Con in New Jersey, like one of the earlier ones, and we get to interview the guys from Comic Book Men. That was a year ago.
That just popped up this morning. Yeah.
Today, and I'm sorry, I didn't get to interview any guys from Comic Book Men because we had a limited time with them, and Leo decided to just tell a story. And by the time Leo told the story, and Brian Johnson looking at him and being like, "What was the point of that story?" It was me going like, "Thank you for sitting down and talking to us," and that was it.
Well, and then there was we had many requests if we could touch your beard.
Yeah.
And then Tony's like, "Actually, it was just my wife who asked." And we're like, "Oh man!" So one person asked.
Yeah. Why did he have to say that?
Well, because it was true.
Yeah.
Leo was going on this rant about racist cartoons back in the day, and then looking at it like, where the hell is this going? And it was pretty much it.
That's why I hid behind the camera.
That too is Brian. No, it was Brian Johnson because Brian Quinn was in the corner from Impractical Jokers. He was hanging out with them that day too because he does a podcast with those guys. But I mean, it's no one crazy, but it's fun for me for sure.
Yeah. Well, and the cool thing is they remembered us, and when they came around again, we were able to sit and chat with them for a little bit. Not on camera, but we didn't want to be rude.
Yeah, but Ming remembered us, so that was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so chances are we'll try to see if we can get another interview when they're up this way again.
I still can tell more stories about racist cartoons or something.
Yeah. You got plenty of questions saved up. So.
Yeah, whatever. It's all about you. All right, let's.
You guys want to fight this out, or?
Yeah, we're just gonna hug it out later on.
Yeah.
Padres.
Cousin on cousin action.
Being the compadres that you are.
Well, you're gonna be over tomorrow, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Yep.
Leo's gonna be wearing that sock for you when you get there.
Nothing else.
Oh, bad.
He's a Chili Peppers fan, huh?
Excuse me.
Somebody was asking back what we thought of the Kingsman, and that was pretty awesome.
I thought it was a fine movie.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I don't know, like when it came out to buy, I was like, oh, I should get that, and then I just haven't.
Yeah.
But I thought it was good.
It's on sale this week, I think, on Amazon for $10.
You could have got it on Black Friday for like.
They were also asking if would we want a Kingsman 2?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, if it's done as well as usually sequels aren't done as well as the first one, but if it, I thought it was enjoyable. I'm not generally an action guy, and I liked it.
If they went the James Bond approach, and instead of just saying it's a sequel, just make another movie and just keep the characters, keep the main characters the same, and I could see it flying.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
And it depends on who they get to direct it too. If that same guy comes back, Matthew Vaughn.
Yeah.
So that's a big part too.
So I think in the show notes, this might have been carried over from last week. Fargo and Arrow.
I was carried over from last week, I think.
Okay.
All right then.
Yeah.
All right, see yous. All right.
I did watch the last Monday's Fargo though.
Yeah, the finale is going to be pretty great.
Well,
If that was in this last episode, I thought that was going to be the finale. I'm like, all right, what's up in store for the last episode? It's going to be crazy.
I mean the one thing I didn't expect to show up in the last episode is like, wow, outside the motel room.
Yeah.
Tread lightly on what you say.
Yeah. Have you been watching it?
I'm waiting for it. Like, I have access to like the UK Netflix, so they have like Fargo on there, but the second season isn't on yet. And I still have to finish the first season. We're like halfway through the first season. You
don't have to, like, you can watch the second season and not have to even see the first season. It has nothing to do with it. So.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, they're two completely different. I mean, in the second season, it's all the 70s.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just waiting for it to pop up on that Netflix.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
So
second season is better than the first season by far, if you ask me.
Here's a question from Mike. Pure Tire is asking thoughts on Mad Max Fury Road being nominated for Best Drama Golden Globes.
Rightfully so.
Drama?
I'm not going to be involved in this conversation. It's like was a Blue Oyster Cult winning Best Metal Album that time.
Actually, it was Jethro Tull.
Oh yeah, Jethro Tull. Yeah, because nothing says metal like a flute player, right?
Yeah.
Jack the
You
Yeller.
could say there was dramatic elements in Max Fury Road.
I think
the most dramatic element of that movie is that I was so like, it was all my reactions from it because I was pretty dramatic. How much I hated that movie.
You're terrible.
You hated that movie?
I hated it. Yeah.
Wow.
I started to fall asleep during it in the theater.
Did you like or see the first three?
I've seen them, and I liked them better than that. I mean, what I didn't like about it was that, I mean, like I just said like a couple of minutes ago, I'm not a big action guy, and that's pretty much all it was. I didn't really seem that there was much of a story. Like, it was a very thin story, And
It was. Did you see it small screen or big screen?
I saw it in the theater. Like I
Oh.
I went to see it with Leo,
Okay.
and I actually started to fall asleep.
Yeah. Well, you can fall asleep pretty easy in those chairs, though.
But still, I mean, if it was holding my attention, I wouldn't have fallen asleep. But
Yeah.
it was. I mean, don't get me wrong. I can understand why people liked it, but it just wasn't. It wasn't for me. And like I really thought that there was like okay, there was some story in the beginning, not much of one, and then it wasn't until like the last quarter of the movie where things started getting like okay, there's actually a story here, kind of deal. I mean, it was just. And don't get me wrong, I respect the practical like stuff, but at the same time too, I just didn't. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me, Mike.
Yeah.
Who won?
I like how we started this segment with Kevin going, well, I'm going to stay out of this conversation.
Well, how long have you known me, Wolfie? That's never gonna happen.
I know.
This thing that's going to take 20 minutes.
Shh.
So,
Don't make me keep going.
So we should end fairly shortly, but gonna try to keep up with some of the comments. So show of hands, who thinks Han Solo is gonna die in Star Wars? This is coming from Jack D. Yeller asking, will Han Solo die in Episode 7? Hands thinking he will.
I'm going to go like halfway.
Maybe 8 or 9, but not 7.
No.
Well, they did
Exactly.
just release some news saying that the Star Wars standalone movies can happen in any point in the time frame. So I could see them making a Han Solo Origins movie.
Well, that's already-
Well, they are.
That's
Oh,
already
yeah.
been
Yep.
confirmed. Yeah.
How about a Jar Jar Origins movie? Anyone want that?
Well, we know Jar Jar
Listen,
is a
not.
Dark Lord of the Sith, right?
There's a video about that. In the first half, I was like rolling my eyes, but the last half, I was like, oh my god, this could be true. No, seriously. It makes some
Kylo
good
Ren.
points.
Kylo Ren takes off his helmet, and all of a sudden the ears flop out. You know.
But think about what was Yoda when we first saw him? Kind of
Oh,
goofy,
yeah.
kind of annoying,
Yeah.
and then he turns out to be this serious master. That could have been Jar Jar Binks. That would have been awesome.
Oh my god.
Also, LBFC 17 Easy is asking, what do we think of Flash and Arrow this year? Love it.
Love Arrow.
You're going to have to wait for Netflix to watch Flash.
Been a big Arrow supporter since the first season. This season is crazy.
Yeah.
That storyline. I love the fact that this season it's all mystic. It's a lot of dark arts type stuff. So
Yeah. And it's leading into the new show, Legends of Tomorrow, so it's like a mini Justice League show starting in January.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Flash is. I think the second season actually turned out to be better than the first season of Flash.
Yeah.
I love the first season.
Yeah. It's what do you love about the first season, Mike?
I love how they handled the Flash. I like the villains and the characters that they had in there. There were some episodes that seemed like there were a lot of filler episodes, but what really made it for me was how they wrapped everything up.
Yeah.
I love what they did with the main villain, and I love how everything kind of came together at the end, involving, I don't know how many people saw it, but how he got to see his mom at the end. And,
Right. Yeah.
But there were a lot of episodes in between that it seemed was just like
Well,
they could have just did without. And the fact that they brought in Rod.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought season 1 was good for an origin story season.
Yeah.
You know? But season 2 seems like it's just everything is broader. We now have an Earth 2, you know, along with Earth Prime basically, and some of the villains are coming over from there, and I don't know, I'm just liking it a little more. You know,
I like the set pieces from the first season too. Like the action set pieces were done really well. Like when the train derailed, and you got to see them run around through the train, grabbing people.
Yeah, that was very cool.
A lot of the action set pieces were pretty great.
Yeah, this year you definitely got to check it out as soon as it's available on Netflix. This year's turning out to be top notch. Speaking of years, we'll end on this question. KAV Films is asking most anticipated movie of 2016.
Ooh.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go against everything else that everyone else might say, but I'm going Captain America: Civil War.
Okay.
That's
I would probably, even though the trailer gave a lot away, I'm still pretty excited for Batman vs Superman.
see, that's what I think everyone else
mine
is
too.
gonna say.
Yeah.
That or X-Men right now.
Yeah.
Or even Turtles. Turtles is up there as I kind of really want to see.
What about Deadpool?
Yes.
Damn, Deadpool.
Seems like there's a lot of interesting things coming out. I mean, I'm just going through a list, and I mean, I don't know. A lot of stuff looks pretty good. There's a lot of garbage in here too, like the Angry Birds movie.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Zoolander 2.
It looks not bad.
Zoolander, I'm kind of interested in seeing Zoolander too.
I would check it out. I like the first one.
Yeah.
I am so done with Angry Birds after that newest movie or newest game. Yeah.
That
Finding
worked
Dory's coming out,
Oh yeah. She just kept swimming.
and the new Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I have to see it. They filmed it. They filmed it in mass, so I have to go see it.
Monster Gaming also says Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. Yeah.
Yep.
This is going to be an awesome year for movies. I mean, we're going to see another Star Wars movie as well. We don't know.
Christmas.
It's going to be what, Rogue One?
Rogue One.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty excited to see how that goes down.
Yeah.
There's a new Amityville coming out this in 2016.
There was supposed to be a new Amityville last year.
That's probably what it is. Amityville: The Awakening.
2015, then all of a sudden, yeah.
New Conjuring as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A new Alice
I'm
in
actually
Wonderland.
excited for because they actually
yeah.
got the original director.
What's that, John?
I'm
No, I
actually
said-
excited for Conjuring 2 because they have what's his name? The
James Wan.
boom.
Yeah.
Oh, James Wan.
So a lot of great movies for 2016. We're going to end in a bang with this year. I think Revenant is going to be amazing. Star Wars, obviously, is going to break all charts.
Mm-hmm. Hateful Eight. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the one.
yeah, that comes out on Christmas Day. So
Yeah.
Don't forget about Daddy's Home or something. What's that? The Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg movie coming at Christmas.
Stepdaddies or whatever.
I forget what it's
Yeah,
called.
I think Mike's right. I think it's called Daddy's Home.
What
I
the
know.
hell? Brian Formosa says breaking news. Found out that Back to the Future 4 will be made. What?
Liar.
That's- Liar. That's all.
Yeah.
did you just say liar?
He just wants attention.
Liar.
Minecraft movie? I don't know about that. Assassin's Creed movie.
Yeah, there's
Might-
pictures of Michael Fassbender out there in his hood and shit.
Those games are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have like no time for anything this year.
By the time we regroup for the next Sunday show, we'll all have seen Star Wars. Isn't that exciting?
Well, hopefully. I don't know. Hopefully,
Well, I told you I
You will.
got a friend that has 3 tickets to.
I'm not gonna go out to Springfield. I'll get shot. Springfield is like. You think Worcester's bad? Springfield's even worse.
Really?
It's not
Like-
that
It's
bad,
like the
Kevin.
Simpsons version.
It's not that bad. My arm has been ripped open in Springfield. I've had like needles pulled on me in Springfield. I've had knives pulled on me in Springfield. Springfield is the Connecticut of Massachusetts.
But was all this done by a yellow guy with bald head, and his name was Homer?
No. That was horrible, by the way. So, that joke was a bomb. It's Springfield everywhere.
Okay. So, John, I hate to ask you this on air, but would you like to do the live show again next week? Talking about what our thoughts about Star Wars, assuming
Yes,
we've all seen it.
sir. Sorry, I keep reading our comments.
None
Breaking
of them are
news.
positive.
Quentin Tarantino died, says our commenter.
Oh, so this is on. Oh, he's getting all his stuff from lies.com. Okay.
Well, that was a different
Yeah, our
poster. That was
commenters are-
KAV Films, right?
Very informative. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, yeah, definitely next Sunday.
Awesome. So that's
That's
all
all.
your homework. All of you must see Star Wars.
Well, I've seen it
Sweet.
twice.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna have to. Like,
Yeah.
Because
I
we
want
said
to.
so.
I want to, but I just I I'm one of those people that get bent out of shape if people aren't at a movie to watch a movie, and that's going to be the case. These people are obviously there, and they're not going to shut the fuck up, and I'm going to flip out.
Oh, I bet it's going to be quiet there once that movie starts.
Yeah.
And the scroll comes on. You're just
As
gonna
long
hear
as you're
people
there
wetting
before
themselves.
kids are there.
People can be yelling, but then if they're on their phone texting about what's happening in the movie or if whatever, I'm going to lose my shit.
I think
Oh my
it's
God, it's
law
Jar
that
Jar!
you can punch them. Like you take the cell phone from them and you punch them with it. I think it's law.
Okay, I'll just tape the
Nice.
phone to the fist and then beat them with their own phones.
I read that on lives.com.
Yeah.
All right. Not true.org.
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
Monster Game mentioned something else, Incredibles 2. That's not next year, though. That's like a couple of years from now. Incredibles 2. Yeah.
We're all
That's a few
excited
years
though.
away.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
I don't know when Mallrats 2's planning on coming out. I don't know if that's next year or not.
Yeah.
But Bruce Campbell's going to be in that.
Oh, Rolling
that's true.
Beatles 123 is asking about the despecialized editions of Star Wars.
Ooh.
I downloaded A New Hope,
Yeah?
but there's no sound, so I got to re-download it. But
All right,
Yes.
then.
maybe that's how it originally was.
If it makes you feel any better, I have all three of them.
We'll have to talk after the show.
Big Rubber Monster Edition.
Yep.
Hmm.
Hooray.
On that note, I think we should call it. I want to thank you all for joining us, and thank you so much, John, for allowing us to stream here.
Yo.
Yo.
So, do you want to take us out, John?
On a date?
I'm not cheap.
So
I
thanks
am.
for watching, guys, and go subscribe to the Dorkening. And see you in the next video. Ta-ta.
TTFN.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.